Hi there Taurus, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 20th of July. As this week begins, the Sun and Mercury are cooperating brilliantly in your sector of everyday communications. So, on the face of it, things look sweet. However, last week and the week before, there were some pulsating energies making their way around the heavens, which suggests there could still be some reverberation from these that comes into this week, not least because Mars, also in your sector of everyday communications, is clashing with Uranus, the planet of surprises. And the location of Uranus for you is hidden away in a more psychological area. You could find yourself therefore becoming more exasperated with other people's viewpoints than you have for a very long time. And there may be something about your ideas or belief systems which other people seem keen to tackle you about, so be conscious of that too. This could even be someone that you're quite close to. And if you're particularly upbeat or exuberant or optimistic about one thread in your situation, someone very close could be the person who seems to be something of a wet blanket as Saturn oppresses Jupiter all through the week too. So it is true that the Sun and Mercury could see you quick-witted, but they can also see you jumping to conclusions, making mistakes in terms of not being quite informed enough. It's therefore going to be vital that you do your research before you take any kind of set positions. But there is going to be a change on Thursday and Friday because the Sun and Mercury relocate into the sign of Leo, catching up with Jupiter. And this can be an opportunity over the next 3 or 4 weeks to really catch your breath, to take an astrological pause, if you like, and just get your bearings. And if the pace of life has been rather frenetic and hectic, it is a chance just to slow things down and try and get a feel for what you really need at a more emotional level. Yet I have to be honest, when Mercury moves into the 4th solar house, it's not at its most comfortable. This is an area when it can be ill at ease because the 4th house is very much about emotions. So it is going to be important not to overthink things and stay in touch with your intuition. However, Venus, your ruler, is in a glorious part of your scope now. But on Saturday, it slams on the brakes for a retrograde. This one can see you thinking more about your talents and skills and also your social and romantic situations. And I do feel that as far as your love life is concerned, sincerity and trust are going to be the really important ingredients to see you be comfortable to develop a new relationship. If there's someone that you've been involved with for longer, well, perhaps there are some changes that need to be made. Not necessarily really sinister ones. Perhaps you need a bit more space to pursue your interests, or they do. Or there's ways you can think to reinvigorate the vibe that you first had when you first met. So there is a transition this week, but there can be some surprise communications and there can be some irritations that suddenly boil up to the surface, or any kind of dispute that happened in the 2 previous weeks may still be bubbling away. And it's going to require some tact and real patience in order to unpick this. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.